How did these three average-looking players dominate world soccer for a decade?
Wonderful little triangle of players, Xavi, Iniesta and Messi. I mean, Xavi and Iniesta, without doubt, they were the best. When I had that great player, Scholes, and I looked at these two, that's exactly what I saw. That ability to control the middle of the pitch, their first touch on the ball, their angle of passes, you know, they were great, they were fantastic, and Messi combining in between them, you know, they were the best. I mean, I had to face it twice in the European final, having to see what I could do with Xavi and Iniesta. That carousel of passing they've got, you know, and you never touch the ball for about 3 or 4 minutes, and when you get it, they're on top of you. You know, it was a great system.
What's key to play a high-speed game?
That's what happened most of the game that I'm chasing him. Look, this is possibly one of the most embarrassing nights of my life, and the one at Wembley. This is in Rome, where we got beat in the Champions League final. But the thing about him is that he doesn't even come near you. So me and Vidic stood on the halfway line once at Wembley and looked at each other and just went. And we were losing, and we were standing there thinking, I've not even touched anyone, not even got anywhere. If you're a defender in a game, you want to get near people, or at least get the ball. We didn't have the ball, and I didn't get to put my hands on no one to rough up or anything like that. And
space on this near side of the field. Alves, Hilton haven't touched the ball yet. It's Alves. Quick movement. Quicksilver. And the champions in front again. Defenders get back in numbers. 2 back. Sergio Ramos. Barcelona fans warming to the possession. Coming their sides way in. Good anticipation. Sensational.
The biggest thing, guys, is the passing. I'm telling you right now, every level you go up, the passing gets better. When I coached in the OHL, I went in there and I was like, wow, we pass pretty well at this level, right? Then you get to the American League and it's like, wow, the passing's amazing. These guys really snap the puck. And then you go to like an NHL practice, like our main camps in Anaheim, and the pucks are just like snap, 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 snap. And the biggest thing, the biggest difference, I'm telling you, I mean, there's compete level, there's all this different stuff that's important too, but you got to be able to pass to be able to play.
Comes to end. Here comes Lindholm. It's a 2-on-1. Shillington out of the box. Gets it across to Anderson. Shillington scores!
Another chance cutting in front of the net. Another shot right on the score. Hornquist was on.
Center 3-on-2. Jacob Slavin joining the party. Backhands it all the way across, but back over. Teravainen and scores. What a passing play from the Carolina.
Across the Stars line, Scheifele now left. Harkins scores!
That is passing and pass reception. This is an underrated skill that a lot of players tend to ignore. But fun fact, this is usually the skill that you can tell what level of hockey is being played. When you go to the NHL, you notice those guys very rarely miss a pass. Okay, they very rarely don't receive a pass, and it's very rarely not on the tape. Whereas when you go to lower levels, if it's older guys but it's lower levels, you'll notice right away the passing is not on point. Like
but grilled it wide. Bergeron spun to Pasternak again. Gave it on across. Oh, what a score that time on beautiful passing.
In there to help out as Watson finds Norris. Mike Riley, slap pass, and Dadonov scores for
across the line. Marchand down the slot. Oh, what a combination! Bergeron buries it.
Braden Point taken down. Niskanen jumps on it. Point gets it back in front. Palat drops it up. Stamkos across. They score! What a goal! Nikita Kucherov!
Scanning, the key underappreciated skill.
Messi is known mostly for what he's able to do with his feet, but it's something that he does with his head that's equally important. Scanning is a skill performed by almost all footballers. It's when a player temporarily looks away from the ball to take in extra information that can help them once they receive it. Messi scans an average of 5 times in the 10 seconds before receiving the ball. The average Premier League forward does this just 2.8 times, making Messi almost twice as good. In the World Cup final versus France, Messi scanned the field an unbelievable 676 times, with 90% of his forward passes successful. But scanning isn't just about looking around as much as possible. There's a very precise timing to it that players like Messi have also mastered. Scan at the wrong time, such as when the ball is being kicked, and you could end up missing the flight of the ball. If we look at Messi's timing in this clip, we see how he does it to perfection. The ball is moving with its direction set, so he scans. But as soon as it's touched, his eyes are on it to monitor its change in direction. In between touches, he scans again. And he continues to do this right up until the very moment he receives the ball. You'll all remember Messi's goal in extra time to put Argentina 3-2 up in the final, but you probably didn't see the incredible awareness that led to it. In the 10 seconds before scoring, Messi scans an incredible 7 times to assess his surroundings. What's even more incredible are his reaction times compared to other players. If you look at Upamecano's gaze, you'll see that it's always a few tenths of a second behind Messi's. It's not a lot, but in a game of football, margins matter, and this is all it takes to gain a slight edge over your opponent to score.
Now he's working. He's working the ball. That is what I like the most. He's not out of the game, he's involved, he's moving his head. Right, left, right. But his head is always like this. He's always moving. He's not running, but he's always watching what happens. After 5-10 minutes, he has the map in his eyes and his brain to know exactly where is the space and what is the panorama. And he knows if I move here, I will have more space to attack.
Oh, great vision from Messi.
It's a skill that we got to implement and practice in every drill that we do. So even when we have players doing glide turns or working on edging, I try to really emphasize the players to turn their head before they turn. So if the player's skating up ice, get them to turn their head and then turn that body around, right? So making sure we're scanning and then we're turning and going the other way.
Against the puck. So you can see as he's coming in, he shoulder checks twice. So on the way in, he identifies that there's pressure on his right side. So as he's coming in for that puck, he looks over his shoulder, he identifies that Cirelli's coming in on his right side, and he knows that there's pressure there. He also identifies that he's got support behind the net with Letty. So he shoulder checks again, takes his eyes off the puck, which again is not an easy thing to do, but takes his eyes off the puck, identifies that pressure. So his option one would be to chip it to Letty to support behind the net. Instead, he decides to cut up the wall and make a real simple play up the boards and out of the zone and out of pressure.
Take away, but coughed it up. Chance now for Barry with a pass, tipped across, they score on the turnover. 2-on-1, make that 3-on-1. Michael turning with the backhand pass, backdoor scores. Beaulieu as well. DeBrusque fights through Pavelski and scores on the centering tap from Krejci. Bogart did it on purpose. Here's Konechny in front, they score! Tic-tac goal!
With Hanifin in the first period, just a heavy presence on.
They're open. Yamamoto chipped it in front, and this game is tied. Walking Spurgeon, a drop pass for Stastny. What a goal again! Tic-tac-toe. Gabriel
working over his fellow Swede, earns it back. Give and go from Oshie. Frontside score!